Jay Wadding, the manager of store operations. Yeah, I interviewed Brandon. Actually, we interviewed down in the Market Cafe, and he was really excited. He had never had a job before, and I kind of showed him the cannery where he'd be, and his words to me were, "This is kind of like my office now." And I remember the first day he got here, the first thing he grabbed was a broom, and he swept it out and got it all cleaned up, and you could tell he was really making it his own. And he's even come to me in the last couple weeks asking for more hours, and he does a really good job with the customers. Stays on top of it. He's always stays on task. He's even done different jobs for us now that he's been here. He takes out carts, even helps customers to the car with groceries. So, he's been a good piece of our puzzle.
Hi, my name is Jeff Mallory. I'm the store director here in Osceola, Iowa, and I'm part of all the hiring, whether it be for part-time or full-time positions here in the store. As we struggle in the workforce to find quality people, I think that we need to branch out to places like Voc Rehab. Brandon, like I said, is a textbook prime example of another way to find great employees. You can't put a price tag on him. I would take him any day of the week to be one of my employees. Whether I was working at Hy-Vee or I owned my own business or did anything else, I would take an individual like Brandon.
I'm Brandon Kelly. I work at the Osceola Hy-Vee as a courtesy clerk.
Brandon, he came in, we sat down with his trainer, and then he probably started within a week, and he's been great ever since.
It has not cost our store any more money to hire Brandon versus somebody else. He's just an employee that shows up for work, that cares about his job. We can ask Brandon to go out and get carts. We can ask Brandon to help load groceries into a car, sack groceries, help in the can room. Taking care of when the cans get full, he takes them around to the back and opens up our storage area. We trust him completely to take care of any of that stuff. If he knows where something is in the store and a customer needs help, he'll absolutely take the customer to that product. That's the same stuff that I'm required to do every day too as the store director. So really when it comes to our front end, that's the last line of defense that we have to take care of our customer. And somebody like Brandon, that we're allowed to sack those groceries and then go put them in the car for the customer and thank them to have a nice day. That's the most important job in the store, is taking care of the customers, and we have all the faith in Brandon to help our customers and make sure that we're providing the best service that we possibly can.
I like everything about it. There hasn't been one thing I haven't.
He fits the perfect definition of the helpful smile in every aisle. You will never find him walking throughout the store doing multiple jobs that we ask him to do without that smile on his face. It's contagious. Customers, employees can't help but look at Brandon and have the same smile.
Thank you, Hy-Vee, Voc Rehab, and Mosaic for my job.